What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Keeta today, KTA, USD. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. It is the 30th day of March, and here we are sitting at about 15.4 cents right now. With roughly 10 hours, 55 minutes left in the day. We are up 7.6%, and this is really nice to see. We do have a little bit of bullish divergence going on here. We also, what we have is higher highs in the RSI with lower highs in the price. It's hidden bearish divergence, to be fair. Bullish divergence, hidden bearish divergence, a little bit of bullish divergence on the stochastics. I don't know if I'd call that bullish divergence on the MACD, but it does look nice, this little cross here. I wouldn't be surprised if we came back down. Okay. We go to KTA on Coinbase, and again, it's a bit of a superstition. Don't treat it like it's the end all be all to facts and technical analysis, but when we have these gaps on the 1 hour time frame, we typically do fill them, and that's not the only gap, right? There are lower gaps here. Let me see. Hold on. Aren't there? Where are we at? Hold on. Do I have to keep going back? Is it lower? Did I miss something? Maybe it's not quite that far back. Okay, so let's just say it's right here. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there's a gap right here. Right there. Just a tiny little gap, but right there at 13.6 cents. We did get pretty close. I mean, 13.7 cents, maybe that counts. And that gap, again, it's just so small. It's not fully filled. I don't know if it has to be fully filled. If you can't see what I'm talking about, I'm just talking about this 1 hour closing price here. The wick gets very close to filling that, but it just didn't quite get there. Maybe it doesn't need to. Again, I don't think every gap needs to be filled. It's just statistically speaking, they really do get filled a lot. And if you can't get behind the 13.67 gap being filled, at least this one is a little bit more tangible, let's say. And there's even one right down there. There's one right down here as well. So there's a few down here. I wouldn't be surprised if we came back down. You're looking at this price action moving up with volume decreasing. I really wouldn't be surprised at all by some kind of sudden shift down. Maybe a shakeout attempt before we actually rip to the upside. That's kind of what I'm expecting here. We look at the 1 hour time frame on Coinbase. Very overbought. You're at the 90s on the 1 hour. Well, you're basically at the 90. The stochastics are overbought, and the MACD looks glorious. I mean, it all looks very bullish, but again, the volume's just not matching it. I feel like this is kind of a forced move up. It's going to trap people who are FOMOing at the top. It's going to give you a chance, if you'd like to get out before the draw happens, but I'm not selling any of my KTA. I think that it's a good time to wait and then buy more later. That's my thoughts. I wouldn't be surprised if a move like this was coming in a very, very short amount of time, maybe today or tomorrow. Probably today or tomorrow, I should say. 4 hour time frame, 4 hour RSI is right at a point where we would expect to find resistance. Stochastics are overbought, and the MACD is also right at a point where you'd expect to find resistance. We look at the daily time frame. Actually, let's go back to the 4 hour. Go to this 4 hour. We take the low here from the 19th to the high here on the 21st, and you did bounce off the golden ratio twice. You came back down a third time, and here we are at the 382. I really doubt that we get too much higher. I would think that this is where we go. We could come up to the 236 if we start closing 4 hour candles above 16 cents. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we don't need to go down and fill these gaps. We're just about to rip. That's awesome. I wouldn't be surprised if right here, right now, we were finding resistance, though. We come back down. We probably interact with these low areas here, 786, 886, between about 13.3 to 12.9 cents, somewhere in there. And then from there, we start to rally. Then we really get our freak on. And I would expect it's going to be a quick shakeout down and probably a quick move back up. I think KTA is ready to go. I think it really is. And that's what, again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but even buying here, let alone if it drops 2 cents or whatever, I still think it's a really good time to buy, man. You're not going to be upset with what's coming because we do have gaps to the downside, but we also have a lot of gaps to the upside, even going all the way up to 30 cents. I really do believe that from here, this sudden shift down, we're going to look back and it's going to be so obvious that this was a BART pattern, that we're just going to suddenly shift back up to prices above 22 cents. This is going to be one of the easiest trades to make because all you got to do is just buy and then hold, and you're going to get a 40% gain at like a minimum. You're probably going to get a 90% gain or higher as the month of April develops. I mean, it's not financial advice, not a financial advisor. There's no guarantees, but I'm pretty confident that that's what we're going to see over this month of April. which is definitely nice. It's a nice thing in itself. What was I gonna do? I was gonna go. Somebody on YouTube was saying that Ty was posting some bullish things. Maybe he is. Let's see. It is pretty bullish. It's green after all. Um, it's got to be organic though, Ty. Come on, man. You got to get the organic stuff. If not, you're eating pesticides. I know it's lame, right? It's lame. I'm super cool for eating toxic chemicals, but let me tell you guys, I'm not making fun of Ty. I'm just saying anybody who hears that and thinks that that's lame. Uh, I mean, people are wondering why, in young adults, rectocolon cancer is becoming more popular. Why it's such a popular thing. It's because you're eating poisons. It's because there are pesticides, right? It's no wonder, right? Because the people that have intentionally hidden the effects of glyphosate and other things they put in their pesticides, as far as cancer relation goes, the fact that they've hidden this science, it's no mistake that we don't know where the cancer is coming from. Yeah, absolutely we do. It's coming from your food. It's in your colon. Of course it's coming from your food. Of course it is. So why wouldn't you want to eat organic stuff? I'm not trying to preach too much on this, but damn it, guys, it's important to eat organic. It really is. People wonder why there's children, why there's young, healthy adults who are getting cancer. Oh, it's probably what you're eating. I actually wrote a 30-page paper on this in college. I did a like a what's the word? I did like an intense study on this. It was actually like a 38-page paper. It was more like 32, 36. There were citations and stuff, but it's cancer. What we know about cancer is it's a reflection of your environment. It's not something that you get genetically passed down to you. Maybe you're predisposed to it genetically. It's not something that you get like a disease, like a virus, right? Somebody who has it doesn't give it to you. It's something that's caused by a change in your environment. It's when your cells on a cellular structure are being denaturized. Of course, if you're ingesting chemical compounds like pesticides, you're going to be denaturizing your cells, especially over time. Everything you eat has this stuff in it, and there's no guarantee that the organic stuff doesn't have it in it, but at least there's a chance, at least there's more of an effort to not have it in there. People are like, why is there an increase in specifically colorectal cancer for young adults? People under the ages of 30 and above the ages of 20. Why are so many people dying from this? It's your colon. It's your food. It's obvious. It's obvious. Anyways, I'm on a whole different note there. That's not the bullish thing. I don't know. And fruits and vegetables specifically, stuff like this is the stuff that's the most exposed to it. It's actually better to eat processed non-organic food than it is to eat like whole non-organic foods because of the fresh access to those pesticides. And of course, I would think this is better than a Twinkie, but man, I'm getting on a whole different. If you guys can't tell, I'm passionate about this. I was vegan for 6 years, man. I eat a lot of meat now, though. Anyways, the agentic payments thesis isn't about fat fees. It's about trillions of micro-milli transactions at machine speed, legacy rails, can't touch. Yeah. People understand this. They will also understand why Keeta can completely disrupt the entire fintech space. Understand what? Ty said something on today's community call people are going to overlook but shouldn't. He said it's possible for a financial institution to be on chain using Keeta and still remain anonymous. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that is a big deal. Yeah. Let that sink in for a second. This doesn't mean unverified. It means verified but not publicly exposed. Ooh, that's awesome. Right? Like they don't have to imagine you don't have to say, hey, we're going to partner with Keeta to use their system. You can just use it and you can use it privately. No, that's pretty cool. I'm not going to read all that because I get the gist of it, but yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, go through Ty's stuff. Read some of this stuff. I think they do organic go-go squeezes. That's my only advice there. But I mean, we could talk back and forth about why healthy eating does matter. I know that it's cool to say, I'm getting poisons one way or another. There's poison in the air, chemtrails. I might as well eat the food I like. There's plenty of good food that's organic, guys. There's nothing wrong with having standards, okay? You don't have sex with people who have gonorrhea, right? Like, oh, it's really, but I'm getting poisoned one way or another. I might as well just, who cares? Free love. No, yeah, no, you have standards for a reason, right? It's for your health. Just like take that seriously. Anyways, what did No Kings protesters accomplish? Serious question. I don't know, man. I hope they had fun. You know, I just like I had some people tell me that they were doing that, and I'm like, you know, good job. Go have fun. Good for you. Like go have fun. I think it's dumb because I mean, if anything, I don't want to get too into it, but man, they might not be aware of this, but Donald Trump had the majority vote. He was majority voted. I can't think of the last time a king was voted in. And he's got term limits. I mean, it's not like he was the primary candidate and then dropped out of the race and then somebody got put in as the primary candidate without any kind of primary voting going on. It's not like somebody just got placed in place for that, and the same party that had that happen are the party behind the No Kings protest. It's not like that kind of hypocritical nonsense, right? At least our president, I really do support the No Kings, right? No Kings, absolutely. We need presidents. We need a democratic process where we vote for people in a democratic republic, exactly like the process that brought us Donald Trump, right? Right? He didn't just inherit this power. He was voted into office by a majority vote mandate. So yes, no kings indeed. That's why we love Donald Trump. That's anyways, 15.3. It doesn't so yeah, I agree. I hope they had fun. I hope they had fun waving their little flags and their little signs and stuff. You know, it's a good thing for them to get outside. They probably don't get outside too much. Shout out to all the No Kings protesters. If you disagree with me politically, we can still be friends, though. Okay, I've got family who went and did that stuff. I love them. They love me. It doesn't need to be animalistic. Please don't be animalistic. There's no need for that, guys. If you do that, they're winning. We're getting on all types of topics. I'm getting way off here, man. But Keeta, KTA, the RSI looks good, more or less. A little bit of hidden bearish divergence. We probably pull back down. The stochastics look good, more or less. We could pull back down and still look good. You are very oversold. You've been oversold for quite some time. I think that you will snap back, and I really do think that we're going to see prices that go all the way back above 30 cents personally. I got nothing else to say. I've wasted your time enough today. So hit that like button, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.